Zombie Attack was a super popular game among Roblox players and content creators during the early days of 2018. However, over the years, the game has been rapidly declining and is slowly becoming something of the past. So, how did the game get to this point? Well, today, I will be telling you everything that's happened since the beginning, along with what the future may hold for this beloved game. I hope you guys enjoy. So, Zombie Attack was created on December 12, 2017 by a group named Wenlock Toad vs Indra, now known as Zombie Attack Official. The idea behind the game was relatively simple. Every round, more and more zombies will be released onto the map, and the players had to work together to kill them off. The longer they survived for, the harder the game gets. Thanks to this idea, the game was an instant hit. In the first 30 days of the game's release, it had already racked up over 14 million visits and a 91% positive rating, which would go on for another 10 months. Every day, there would be tens to upwards of 30,000 people playing at once. The developers also didn't disappoint and carried out updates every month for the next 10 months. These updates included new zombies, maps, guns, and decorations for the player's avatar. In fact, since 2018, there would even be special events every year to celebrate Halloween and Christmas. It featured a custom map to match the holiday spirit and limited edition pets every single year. With constantly new things to do, everyone thought that Zombie Attack would only gain more recognition and popularity from here on out. But unfortunately, that would not be the case, and unknown to fans at the time, this would mark the end of Zombie Attack's rise. After Update 11 on December 18, 2018, a year after the game's initial release, Zombie Attack didn't receive a good update for an entire year, and this drought of updates would go on until the January of 2020. During this time period, the developers only updated the game twice. Update 12 came out on March 7, 2019, nearly 4 months after Update 11, and Update 13 was just the December Christmas event from the year prior. This lack of updates caused the game to slowly lose its popularity, and by the beginning of 2020, there was only about 5,000 active players every day. However, what the players didn't know at the time was that the worst was still to come. The next update after Update 13 wouldn't come out until 3 years later. Well, almost 3 years. On October 18, 2022, Update 14 was finally released. By now, Zombie Attack was only getting around 4,000 players. Despite this, before Update 14 was released, many players thought that this update would be the turning point for Zombie Attack, and that the creators may be planning something big. But that turned out to be completely made up. Update 14 featured only one thing that was actually somewhat exciting for the players, and that was the new flamethrower gun, and one other thing, which I will explain later on in the video. Now, you may ask, why is this only somewhat exciting? Well, 3 reasons. 1. This update took almost 2 years, and the only change made to the game is a new gun. 2. The game pass to access the flamethrower costs 1,000 Robux, which is much more than what most players can afford. 3. After the update was released, a majority of players thought that this gun was making Zombie Attack more of a pay-to-win game, as it was extremely overpowered and gave an unfair advantage against the players that couldn't afford the gun. 2 months after Update 14 in October, there was another update, but it was pretty much a repeat of the previous updates, except they added a new zombie called Archangel and a feature for mobile players. Furthermore, not much happened in 2023 either. To keep it simple, 3 pets were added, and the flamethrower was buffed, which was literally the exact opposite of what everyone wanted. The good news is that the developers knew that the game couldn't be revived, no matter how many updates they put out. So, near the time of Update 14's release, they decided that instead of wasting their time on an outdated game that has already reached its max potential, they were going to launch a new game called Zombie Attack 2, which was meant to be a sequel to Zombie Attack. The game has been under development since October 19, 2022, and at the moment, the creators have not stated any information about the game besides the logo. However, the Zombie Attack fanbase speculates that this new game will have new zombies, new bosses, new guns, and of course new maps that will be much better than the old game. This theory is made based on the fact that in Update 14, the Archangel and Flamethrower were added to Zombie Attack, which could be a foreshadow as to what they have planned next. But if I'm honest, no one really knows when it will come out, and the Zombie Attack community has made their fair share of false statements in the past. With that being said, that just about sums up the history of Zombie Attack and what the creators may have planned next. No matter what, Zombie Attack will forever live in me and so many other fellow players' hearts, and it will be forever remembered as one of the most memorable games of our childhood. And yeah, thanks for watching.